lecture of subject science of standard 10th. So in the second lecture we had started the just drawing of ray diagrams for the concave mirrors. In this particular lecture we will continue the remaining part which is remained in lecture number 2 of chapter number 10, light, reflection and refraction. Here we are going to complete the ray diagrams which in the second lecture it remains already. So here we are in the second lecture we had discussed the 4 different positions of the object in front of concave mirror. First position, it is placed at an infinite distance. Second position, it is placed beyond the C. Third position, at the center of curvature. Fourth position, between C and F. So these 4 positions and ray diagrams for these 4 positions we had completed. Now the 5th position is, now object is placed between C and F. In the 4th case we had placed the object in between C and F. Now in the 5th case object is placed at F. So this is our object. This is my object A, B. This is my object. So AB object is placed at a focal point, at a focus point, you can say. So what type of ray diagram should be made here? So first ray which is going to be parallel, this is the parallel ray which is going to be parallel. After being reflected it passes through focus point. While the second ray which goes parallelly, which goes straight in line, after being reflected it passes through the C. So these 2 rays never meets with one another. That's why it covers a long direction. It covers a long distance. So these two rays becomes parallel. It never meets. So that's why. What type of characteristic we can write here? Object distance for this case, it is placed at F. Image distance is obtained at an infinite distance. We can't measure it because these 2 parallel lines never meets with one another. That's why it forms the image at a long direction. So image distance will be at a infinite. What about the nature? Nature is real and inverted. So real and inverted image is formed, and size is very enlarged size of image is formed in this case. So this is the 5th case that you have to write, you have to draw in your workbook. Now we are going to learn about the 6th case. Now object is placed between F and P in the 6th case. So this is our P. So object is placed between, this is our F, focal point, and this is pole. So object is placed between F and P. So this is our object. First ray passing through the center of curvature and impedes. It continuous goes in this direction. While the second ray which is going to here, it gets reflected from the pole and passes in this direction. So these 2 rays never becomes parallel, and that's why it moves away from each other. That's why it cannot form the image. But we try to form the image of these 2 rays. We have to extend here. So here this extended line from here to here, this will gives us image. So this is our image, A dash, B dash. So what type of characteristics should we write here? Object distance between F and P. So I placed it here between focal and pole. Image distance, it is obtained behind the mirror. This is our mirror, and behind the mirror I obtained the image. What about the nature? Nature is virtual and erect. Means it obtains as it is, as object is placed in front of concave mirror. So nature is virtual and erect, and size is enlarged image, because this object height is very less. That's why after that the height of image is very big. So this is our height of image. So size of the image, it will be enlarged. So these are the 6 different cases of ray diagrams which is formed by the concave mirror. Now we are further moving on the another topic. It is image is formed by the convex mirror. So concave mirror is completed there. Now image is formed by the convex mirror. What type of images are formed and how it forms? Let's look. So here in this type of mirror, we just take 2 different positions of object. This is given in your textbook. At a first position, object is placed at an infinite distance. So infinitely rays which is coming from infinite distance, we know that this is diverging mirror and this is converging mirror. Convex mirror, it is also known as a diverging mirror. Diverging mirror means it diverges all the rays. एक दूसरे से क्या करेगा? डाइवर्ज कर देगा. छोटा छोटा वहां पे दोनों को अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में वो रिफ्लेक्ट कर देगा. So this is the direction. This is the infinite distance from rays coming. After being reflected, this ray moves in this direction while this ray moves in this direction. So we have to find the image. So when we extend these dotted lines, we will see that these 2 points meets at a focal point. So it meets here F. That's why images are formed here. So object distance in this case, it is infinite. Image distance at F. Size, that is very point size image is formed here. And nature, virtual and erect. Virtual and erect means as it is as object is placed in front of mirror. So this is the first case of convex mirror. Image is formed by the convex mirror, and in that case first case is that object is placed at infinite distance. In the second case, object is placed between P to finite distance. दूर नहीं है, it is कोई finite distance पे place किया. So object is placed between P and finite distance. So here object AB I placed in front of this convex mirror. So first ray goes parallel to the principal axis. It gets reflected because this is diverging mirror, so it reflected in this manner. While the second ray goes to meet from center of curvature. So after being here, after striking here, it gets reflected in the same direction. If we want to try to calculate the image, to find the image formed by this type of mirror, we have to extend this line. So when we extend these lines, we obtain this is dotted line and this line meets here. So image is formed here. This is Z dash B dash. So for this case, object distance between P and finite distance, कुछ desired distance पे put किया है. Image distance, image is formed between P and F. So here image is formed between P and F. Nature of image, it is virtual and erect, means as it is as object is placed in front of this mirror. And size, what about the size of this image? This size of this image is smaller size because height of object is this one while the height of image is this one. So size is very smaller size. So these are the total 8 ray diagrams which are very important for your examination. So please make it clear and please draw it in your workbook and try to practice minimum 5 times. That's why you will be master to draw the ray diagram. So these are the very important. Out of that, in 2 marks, 2 questions will be asked in your examination. So these are the very important. So these are the images formed by these spherical mirrors. We have completed concave mirror, images formed by the concave mirror, and images formed by the convex view. Now we are moving to the another topic, and these are the uses of spherical mirrors. Uses of concave and convex mirror. These are the spherical mirrors. So first of all, what type of uses have concave mirror that we will discuss here. So first is concave mirror. It is converging in nature. It is also known as a converging mirror. That's why it is used in torch, searchlight and headlight of the motor vehicle, because it gives us parallel beam of light. It is used in a torch. We observe when we switch on the torch, we obtain the parallel beam of light at a maximum distance. Searchlight, to find the somewhat such in a military purposes, searchlight is used. Headlight in our motor vehicles. So this is the first uses of concave mirror. Second use is it is used in saving mirror to see larger image of the face. So concave mirror, it is widely used in as a saving mirror, because when we see, so object distance and image distance, look here, object distance it is very less, so that's why image is formed enlarged. So we will see our face image as a big image. Say third use of concave mirror is dentist. Dentist also uses the concave mirror to see the big image of your teeth. अगर आप कहीं पे गए हो डेंटिस्ट या डेंटल क्लिनिक पे, सो आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा स्पून जैसा लेते हैं, स्पून को वहाँ पे आपके माउथ के अंदर एंटर करके आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ये जो यहाँ की स्किन है इसको हटा रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली इन दैट स्पून ऐसा होता है वहाँ पे. This is actually spoon is in this shape. So actually this is the concave mirror which gives the larger image of your teeth inside this spoon. So dentist also uses. Fourth use is in solar furnaces. It is also used in solar furnaces. What is solar furnace? Solar furnace is used to melt the metals. So in that case, in that uses solar furnaces, different types of concave mirrors are arranged. Light falls on it and it falls on the metal. That's why the metal which are having a very low melting point, it gets easily melt. So it is also used in solar furnaces. Now the second, uses of convex mirror. What are the uses of convex mirror? So convex mirror is widely used as a rear view side mirror in all types of vehicles. Why? There is a reason. Because it is widely used, because it always gives virtual and erect image. And second thing is that it always gives the smaller image as compared to the object. That's why it is used in a automobile vehicle as a rear view side mirror. Because अगर हम बात करें तो बस की साइज तो इतनी बड़ी होती है, मिरर में अगर देखते हैं कोई भी स्प्लेंडर या कोई भी दूसरे व्हीकल में अगर वहां पे देखो तो बस जो होती है आपको इतनी छोटी साइज की दिखती है. So it always gives the smaller size of the object. And second thing, it gives virtual and erect image. बस सीधी है, अगर आपको वहां पे उल्टा दिखे so you cannot judge the position of that bus. So ये सीधा इमेज फॉर्म करता है. That's why we are using in a rear view side mirror. It is widely used in a rear view side mirror because it covers wider area. Third reason of that, it covers the wider area behind the driver. ड्राइवर के पीछे का wider area ये जो है कवर करता है. That's why it is widely used and widely used in place of plane mirror. So suppose you have to do an experiment, so you can do it. कोई भी आपके फ्रंट में अगर कोई ट्री हो, so take a plane mirror, take a convex mirror and take a concave mirror and try to see the image of that tree in your different mirrors. So in just only convex mirror you will find that the image is virtual and direct, उसी केस में सीधा होगा and complete image आपको दिखेगा. Now we are going to learn about the another topic. So just try to understand it. The two remaining topics, the very important topics that we are covering in this particular lecture. After that, we will move on the Lenz formula and numericals, which are given in your textbook. We will move on that portion. Now, first point that we are going to learn, rules to draw the ray diagram. Rules to draw the ray diagram. What type of rules are used while we are drawing any type of ray diagram? So there are the total 4 different types of rules that I am explaining here in short, and after you will complete from the textbook, so that's why it will be clear to you. So what type of rules there are? So we know that ray diagrams in day-to-day life, it is impossible to draw the ray diagrams of a number of parallel rays. So in our day-to-day life, light coming from the sun, it is just not a single ray, it is a parallel ray. So here to draw the ray diagrams, which we are considering just only 2 types of rays. So first rule to draw the ray diagram is that, suppose this is concave mirror and this is convex mirror, and this is the principal axis. For this is also principal axis. We are aware about it. So the light ray coming from the infinite distance, this is focus point F, capital F, and this is center of curvature. This is pole, here this is pole, this is pole, this is focus point, and this is center of curvature. So light coming from the infinite rays, after being reflected, it passes through the principal focus for a concave mirror. And for a convex mirror, the light ray coming from the infinite distance, it gets reflected, but it seems to be meet at a F. So ये दो rules है. These are the first rule. Light ray coming from the infinite distance, after being reflected, it passes to the F. While in this case also, it also passes. It seems to be passes to F. It seems to be passes through the F. So this is the first rule. Second rule for this type of ray diagrams, this is concave mirror, principal axis, P, F, focus point, and center of curvature. This is convex mirror. This is P, this is F, and this is C. So light ray, for this rule, just summarize in this manner, the light ray which is passing through the principle of focus, after being reflected, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So इससे क्या हो जाएगा? Parallel. After being the light ray which is passing through the principal focus, after being reflected, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. And for this case, the light ray which seems to be passes to focus, the light ray which seems to be passes focus, it becomes parallel after being reflected. So these are the same cases. So this is the second rule. What is the third rule? Third rule says that this is concave mirror, this is convex mirror. Again same, P, F, this is F and this is C, and this is here P, F, and this is C and this is P. So third rule says that light ray passing through the center of curvature never reflects, but it reflects in the same direction. So after light ray which is passing through the center of curvature, after being reflected, it moves in the same direction. In this case also, the light ray which seems to be passing center of curvature, it seems to be reflected in the same direction. So these are the three different rules that you have to remind, that you have to set in your mind. And fourth rule, it is common to us. This is also known as the laws of reflection. This is mirror. The ray which strikes on the mirror at an angle, it gets reflected in the same angle. So this, suppose this angle is I, so this angle will be R, and I equals to R for both the cases remains same. So these are the four different rules that are given in your textbook. After understanding this, just try to read that one and you will easily learn, you will easily understand that type of rules. Now, second and last topic of this lecture, and it is sign conventions. Sign conventions for the spherical mirrors. Sign conventions for the spherical mirror. So suppose this is our concave mirror, this is principal axis, E, F, C. Just look here. What types of signs are used? Positive, negative, image distance is positive, object distance is negative, focal length is negative, radius of curvature is negative. How it can be defined? How it can be found? So just look here. This is the concave mirror I am taking and I am dividing it as a coordinate geometry as a origin. So as a P, I am taking as a origin. So just you know that these sides are positive. At a right hand side, values are positive. At the left hand side, values are negative. This is left and this is right. So values are negative for this case. So here I am just explaining it in words. Just try to understand. First sign convention is used, that is, object is always placed at the left hand side of the any type of mirror. So that's why object distance always taken as a negative, because it is always placed at the left hand side. अब कोई भी चीज अगर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड हो तो उसकी वैल्यू हमेशा आपको नेगेटिव लेनी है, एंड कोई भी वैल्यू अगर राइट हैंड साइड हो तो उसकी वैल्यू आपको हमेशा पॉजिटिव लेनी है. एंड सेकंड, values on this principal axis, above this principal axis, that you have to take it as a positive, while below this axis you have to take as a negative. So values for this mirror in this direction, this should be positive and this will be negative. So second rule, it is given in your textbook that I am already explaining. All the dimensions are measured from the pole. All the dimensions are measured from the poles. Why? The dimensions which are left hand side is taken as a negative, and dimensions which are right hand side is taken as a positive. And all the dimensions which are, third rule, above principal axis taken as a positive, and below principal axis taken as a negative. ऊपर पॉजिटिव, नीचे नेगेटिव, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड negative and right hand side positive. So just try to fit in your mind. So this is over to you. This is in this lecture we had completed lots of things. In the next lecture we will move on the mirror formula, lens formula. So this is over to you. Thank you.